Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki. And today, I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable. And please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys. Welcome back. Happy Saturday, Naughty Crew. Thank y'all for joining me. Welcome back to my channel, Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Naughty, or Nikki, whatever you prefer. Yes, we back with trending topics, baby. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. It's raining here, but it's been a good day overall for me. As you all load up into this room, please make sure you hit that like button, thumbs up this video. That's how we get into the algorithm. This is how YouTube knows that we're here, Naughty Crew. So I need you to support the channel. That's the free way of supporting the channel. Hit the like button. All right, share my content and interact with the channel. Leave comments. I am interested in all of your point of views. That's why I bring you these trending topics, okay? So, also, follow us on our different social media platforms. Oh my God, the Eddie Griffin Show with everything. Like, I laughed so hard. Like, my stomach was hurting. It was just, he did his thing. And shout out to Hawk, the comedian. Oh my God, he did his thing too. Follow him on Instagram. He's funny. He opened up the show for Eddie and he did that. All right. So we're going to get into Mike Epps begging for his woman to come back to him after he made a plumb fool of himself all over this internet. Yep. Yep. Mike Epps. We're going to get into him whining and begging online, child. Then we're going to get into the fugitive, the felon, the person, the menace to society that I've been saying has been on the run. It's stamped official. Chrisean Rock, she back on the docket again. Child, this unfit. Unfit. Shout out to Voodoo Doll, okay, for uncovering some things. Y'all got to go over to her channel. Voodoo, you did that, girl. I'm here to give you your flowers. But she went back. Look, one thing about recording everything online and putting your life online 24/7 evidence. And Voodoo found it. Yep. She went back to that old footage. You know the one. When she was giving birth to the baby, she was pushing Junior out. She went back and slowed it down, honey. Slowed down the tape. Y'all. Junior wasn't breathing. And Voodoo found it. She found the evidence. I'm telling you, and Blueface been saying it all along. Like, she's a liar, this and that. He been calling her out, and we ain't believe him because he was out here doing the too. Right? Because he's a hope. All right? He's a hope. Oh God, the circus lives on. And then also we got Draya finally announcing she pregnant. She pregnant. Congratulations to her and her man. But the internet is in an uproar, and I'm trying to figure out why, Naughty Girl. I'm trying to figure out why. Let these two grown people adults. That would that be? Let these two grown people adult, and may their lessons be their lessons. That's it. May their lessons be their lessons. So we're going to get into that. All right. So also, please make sure you are subscribed to my backup channel. Yes, I'm trying to get monetized over there. So, like, sharing is caring. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the backup channel. All of these things are free. Oh, don't forget to follow me. Follow me. on all my social media platforms. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this intro. We're gonna do Naughty Crew roll call. When I get back, give people a chance to load up in the room. And I apologize for being late, y'all. But you know, life is for me too. So I apologize. Shall I accept my apology? Eddie Griffin did a whole lot of apologizing last night. Honey. He is just a hot mess, but love every minute. So good laughing and just grown folks were stepping out last night. They was in they Sunday best, honey. The Pimps out to play last night, okay, and they taco out, okay. The bottom, it was bottom, bitch date night. That's what. But no, it was grown folks having a good old nasty good time. All right. Let me go ahead and drop this intro, and I'll be right back. Thumbs up the video. Yes. Let me get myself straight here. Hey, Jayla, what's going on? Hey, Toria, good afternoon. Yes, it is raining, but we're going to make the best of it, right? Hey, in my opinion, good afternoon, Essence. Yes, thank you so much, Jayla. Hope all y'all are feeling and looking pretty today, too. Thank y'all so much. Oh, don't forget to donate to the channel. I forgot the most important thing. Okay? We don't work for free over here, all right? So please, all support is appreciated and encouraged. All right? Yes. Who y'all want to get into first? The felon, the cougar, or the new member of the Creed Squad, Mike Epps? Y'all. Who y'all want first? Hey, Sandy. Oh, God. Yes. Okay, Toria. And I got her queued up. Let's get into Chrisean hard-headed rock tart. I'm calling all Chriseanimals, rock tarts, whatever y'all want to call yourselves. Come on. Come to the front of the congregation. Okay? It just don't make any sense. But you know what? The algorithm loves Chrisean. Right? So we want to get our piece of the pie. So yeah, you're gonna officially stamped a fugitive. I mean, but we've been knew this, right? We've been knew that Chrisean is on the run. Naughty Crew. We have honest conversations over here. Okay? We've been knew when she was on the run. Okay, she moving from house to house. She's scurrying and trying to act unbothered. But hunty, you done got yourself into a real life pickle. Yes. But since you want us to be on the run with you, all right, we're gonna talk about you. We're gonna talk about you like we're gonna talk about you like a rag doll. Mm-hmm. We're gonna talk about you like a rag doll because you just doing low vibrational. I don't value myself. I don't know my worth. I'm crashing and burning because I'm becoming day by day not relevant. Let's talk about it. and I will do anything for clout. That's Chrisean. She claimed everybody try to get clout off her. No, you will do anything for clout, including neglect your baby. Okay, let's talk about it. From the womb, she was neglectful. But Voodoo Doll uncovered it. Yes, she did. She went all, she said, let's take a trip down memory lane. Back down memory lane. Yes. Let's go back. Sometimes you gotta go back to analyze things. And she discovered with Chrisean, because I gotta have everything on social media, including the birth of my child, uncovered that Junior was not breathing when he came out. Nope, he wasn't. Even the doctors in there was like, hold on, we gotta make sure he breathing, and they doing all this. Hallelujah, praise the Lord, God, deliver me. Yeah, all that to cover up the fact that you. So there are some things going on there. Voodoo Doll also uncovered, the baby had a breathing machine in the beginning and everything. So it's just a bunch of neglect going on. And Chrisean, you can run, but you can't hide, honey, because even mothers go to jail. Yeah, even mothers go to jail. That ain't gonna save you. Matter of fact, they probably got jails with nurseries in it. You could bring Junior with you. It's sad, but I don't know. At this point, I just think somebody needs to intervene and step in and out of concern for Junior. Seriously. So shout out to Voodoo Doll. Go over to her channel and subscribe. Doing nothing for this fugitive, okay? Because she loved playing in our face. Let's get into the reason. Then we'll see what the Rock Tart has been doing online lately. Gaslighting and lying. That's all she do. She ain't nothing but a lying Jezebel. I said it. Shout out to the source. Thumbs up this video. Chrisean Rock appears on Oklahoma's Most Wanted fugitive list. In her sick mind, Naughty Crew, this chick, she liked the game plan. She liked basically the cat and mouse game. Like, oh, that'll keep them talking. As long as I stay on the run, that'll keep me relevant. I swear to God, she's that desperate to stay relevant. She definitely needs to cut it out, in my opinion. Oh my God. And we gonna get in. She still got another lawsuit coming her way. Let's not forget. So for the past year or more, artist Chrisean Rock and her on again, off again boyfriend Blueface have been in the headlines for their toxic relationship. We know this, all right? She has outstanding warrants in the state of Oklahoma and reportedly appears on the state's most wanted fugitive list. She's doing all of this so she can stay relevant. Okay, so she appeared on the poster of the Oklahoma, and up here it says, let me make this bigger for y'all. It says her name, and she's a fugitive and she's wanted. Remember just the other day, Rock Tart was playing in our face, talk about I got lawyers taking care of it, this and that. Girl, you gotta turn yourself in. That's the only thing a lawyer can do for you, is work it out once you're in it. And these are her charges: failure to display. I can't see it. It was a possession charge. She had a bunch of charges. I believe her and the ex was trafficking back and forth between the coasts, the coast, the East Coast and the West Coast. Let's call it what it is. She is going to cancel herself out, and that's what Blueface banking on. Why you think he giving her all that sweet nothing, gel talk? and stuff like that to keep her in her lane. And he knows she's delusional, so he gonna play off of that. he just gonna play off of that. So she was arrested in 2022 for distribution of the crack cocoa and driving a stolen vehicle in May of last year. So he reported that's when she stole Blueface G-Wagon. He reported it stolen. Blueface a hot mess. In May of last year, Rock was arrested on an outstanding warrant from Oklahoma and New Orleans, and that's when she was on the baddies, and they caught it all on film. Yeah, the dumb getting arrested, bounties off. Child, Chrisean is full of it. She's a whole fraud. She's a whole menace. She's like a female kingpin. Well, not, I wouldn't say kingpin, but like a female, I don't know. Gangster city girl, whatever you want to call her. She's off the hook. And it's like, when are y'all going to go get her? When are y'all going to go get her? Why is she able to terrorize the world? In the meantime, poor Junior not going to his doctor's appointments because she decided to set everything up on the East Coast when she lives on the West Coast. But I don't even want to hear that as an excuse at this point. We don't know if the girl is taking the baby to the doctor at this point, but I will hope that she would transition his doctors to the state she's in. But I don't know. Who y'all think should get the baby, Naughty Crew? Papa Blue? Carlisi Liz? Like, what? Who y'all think should get the junior at this point? I mean, it's some slim pickings if you ask me. I feel bad for Junior. Maybe one of the sisters would step up, you know. But meantime, to fluff over all of this, she goes live about something that we all really don't care about. She comes live to lie to our face. It's always something tragic, and it like this story doesn't even sound believable to me. But you know how she like to play in our face. And so when we need the trend and when we need to become relevant and build up engagement, we come up with some story with no actual fact or proof. We're just supposed to take your lying ass word for things. Here we go.
Yeah, somebody broke in, well, not didn't break in, but I don't know what their attempt was. Like, the tires were slashed up. Blueface Fall would come in like, hey, like, I just was held at gunpoint just now. And I was just like, what did they do? They peeled off once they found out.
Girl, I don't believe you. She's a whole liar. She lying. Look, if this is what the face of a liar look like. Looking like a chipette. Brittany, to be exact.
He had nothing on me. I'm like, out front. And then Marshall's like, yeah, I heard a lot of yelling and shit. So then I'm still kind of in shock because I'm on the couch. I'm right 3 feet away from the door. Like, you feel me? And I got the baby with me and all that. So we
notice how she used Junior. She just dropped Junior in there like a prop child. This girl do not care nothing about being no mama. She love Blueface. That's it. Blueface. That's it. That's all she care about. Shit is delusional. She never really wanted Junior. Hey, Zurag. She never really wanted Junior. She stayed lying in everybody's face talking about some lame brain ass Robbie. No footage, no nothing. But we supposed to believe you're in shock, though. This is so, oh my God, Chrisean. Oh my God, this happened to you. Get out of here.
I ended up never making it upstairs because I was so tired from my studio session last night. But it got to be the same people, bro, on God, because How many times they got away? Every time. And it's so weird because to be in this type of situation or like this type of environment.
You really look scared and unbothered. You really look unbothered, Chrisean. You really look traumatized. You got a house. You was just there the other day. You don't gotta be there if it's that bad. Dummy.
It's kind of annoying.
Oh, shout out
Like
to a Toxic Tea Lounge, because this is my girl. Hold up. She posted some shit the other day. I was on the freaking floor. Here we go. Shout out to a Toxic Tea Lounge. Y'all see this? Mm-hmm. Look, we just taking a breather. Shout out to a Toxic Tea Lounge. This is Blueface and his son, a baby picture. This Junior and Chrisean Epps. He came out and said that's probably his baby too. Blueface probably not lying. That's what's funny about this. He been telling the truth about this broad the whole time. Like, don't be surprised at the end of all this, they ain't even his baby. Because these chicks be out here scandalous too, trapping nigga babies. Okay? I said it. They just be having trapping nigga babies. All right. Let's get back to this foolery. Well, shout out to Toxic Steamer. Fucking cracks me up. All right, so she want us to she want us to believe that she not scared, and she got lawyers, and the lawyers working everything out. Meantime, Oklahoma marked her as a wanted fugitive. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So you know when stuff start getting hot in the kitchen for Chrisean, y'all know what she do? Y'all know what she fall back on, right? Junior, God, and tears.
He's so cute. But what you talking about?
That's what she do. That's how she play in people's face, and she using that poor baby as a pawn. Only thing she care about is Blueface. That's what she got tatted on her face. I told y'all I would have respected her more if she would have put Junior face on her. But she is on the run. She's a marked fugitive. You can run, but you can't hide, honey. They will nab her when they nab her, and I'm just plastered the damn mug shot all over the place. Like they came and got you on baddies. They're gonna come get you eventually. Girl, stop it. But yeah, poor Junior, he probably do have some delays due to not breathing for them few minutes. But Whack 100 said it, like she's scurrying around, she's trying to do anything to trend. Anything to stay relevant at this point. She's talking about she in the studio. I love, you know, Zach and Fatima. I love him and his wife and his friends. They are so funny. Look at them.
Hey, anybody want some wings? Shoot me. Hey. 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 Better take the chicken out the pot. You ain't gotta lick it, it's hot. Look at all the chicken I got. You think it's from the store? It's not. Look at all the chicken I got. Hey. I'm about to eat it and go crazy. It don't need no sauce or no gravy. I'm about to dip my wings in a hot sauce. I done made some mac and cheese. About to go out. I done ate too many wings. Take the bone off. I done had too much to eat. I'ma head out. Hey!
I love it. Y'all know I love me some chicken. You know I love me some chicken. Some fried chicken. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about Chrisean being on the run, as we always said. I mean, only thing I can say is you can run, but you can't hide. And it's not that I wish her to be in jail, but she's done the things to break the law to garner her to get in jail. And that's just goes to show, like, she really don't care about Junior. She making all these crazy mistakes. And she need to learn to put her hands on, keep her hands to herself seriously. And she still has another lawsuit out there with the girl that she assaulted on the red carpet at the Zeus event. So like she's got lawsuit on top of lawsuit and charges on top of charges. And she want to be out here playing these internet games. Like, girl, if you don't go handle your business and go sit down somewhere. Like, and I just love when she's quiet. I do. I take joy in those moments. Like, and I really don't miss Blueface either. Like, I prefer Blueface like this, how he is now, locked up and have limited access, even though he still managed to find a way. On the internet, it's not as often. So yeah, I'm enjoying the peace and quiet. It's a lot more tame now that he's in there. It's crazy. But if you really look at it, Chrisean is taking the same exact path as Blueface. Like, and neither one of them care about those kids. Like, he loves Jade and Alexa's kids. You know that for a fact. But he's still not claiming Junior. And it's probably a good reason why. And the way things are looking, Chrisean is going to look like she has egg in her face at the end of it all. She just looked really foolish. She stopped her whole bag for him. She stopped doing shows. Like, nobody's going to want to work with her because she's a liability, more of a liability. Like, she'll still garner some attention if she comes through, but it's not going to be sustained because people are getting tired of her. Please hit that like button. Hit that like. Look, and Blueface been telling us, look, here's some receipts I found. I'm telling you, he's been telling the truth the whole time. He tweeted, you had a baby on live, but you mad about the truth being live. Okay? Okay? My son not healthy because she drank and smoked and got high a whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off. You hear Blueface, he snitched on her hard. Look, I don't see about Chrisean feelings. My son is hurting every day, and she acting like it's not a problem. He been calling out the neglect. Let me see. I want y'all to hear it. Like when she had the baby on live, the baby was not, Junior was not breathing. And shout out to Voodoo Doll. This is how I got put on to the information. I ain't in the business of taking credit, but she pointed this out. Go over to her channel and subscribe. Let me see if I can find it. Man. All right, here's when she gave birth. And pay close attention. Oh my God. Junior was not breathing in the beginning. Make sure y'all can see. Okay.
Push, baby. Push, baby. Get him out there. He out. His head out. He out. Thank you, Jesus. He out. Glory to God. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
Listen.
One second.
How do you turn this off?
There's no crying.
We're gonna make sure he's screaming, okay?
Okay, we're gonna make sure he's breathing, okay?
Yeah.
Y'all heard it? You didn't hear the baby cry at all.
How do you turn this off? We're gonna make sure he's screaming, okay?
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I know it happens. I know it happens, but it's other evidence. Like then you have like the breathing machine. This poor baby. Our prayers for Junior, seriously. I just hope he's getting the care that he needs. But meantime, she on the run, you know, and the baby's not probably getting the potential care that it needs, you know, and that's why it's a lot of speculation going around, like saying like the baby's not meeting milestones and things like that. And there you have, like Blueface put it out there. He been telling all along who she was, and he told the story when he caught her setting him up. She did the same thing with her first boyfriend. This girl is toxic and a criminal. I'm gonna repeat what he said one more time. These Blueface words. And shout out to Surface Blue for always holding the receipts. Okay, he said you had a baby on live, but you mad about the truth being live. That's what she been running from. My son son not healthy because she drank and smoked and got high her whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off. I don't see about Chrisean feeling my son is hurting every day, and she acting like it's not a problem. That's the only time he claimed them. Yeah, at least he claimed them there. Yeah, he claimed them there. It's toxic. It's toxic. Told y'all that baby was not breathing, and that causes damage. I know it happens, but the longer it goes on, it causes damage. They made them shut down the cameras saying we got to make sure he is breathing. So I mean, like, girl, you need she and deadbeat momville. She in that category for sure. She whack as hell. She whack as hell for that shit. Like, all you care about is Blueface. When your son should be a priority. I mean, I could go so deep, but like they'll catch up to her. That's all I got to say about her, because she's like, quite frankly, on my last nerve and disgusting. And I just wish she'd go crawl in a hole, shut up and sit down and figure her life out without Blueface. He playing you, chick, with a bunch of jail talk. All right. Y'all leave it in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about what's going on. She's doing anything to stay relevant at this point, and she's coming across desperate, and she's so stupid because she let all her money dry up. That's where she went wrong. The state locked up in Blueface jail. Oh, he locked up, so I'm locked up. Which I don't believe for not 1 minute. She ain't behind the scenes doing nothing because she's a whole pathological liar. It's neglect. Exactly. He needs to get his check. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. The docs have to get the gas out the lungs. Okay. He's not crying. That's not abnormal. That's not abnormal to happen. All that, all that hooting and hollering to cover up what's really going on. Let me tell you something. Chrisean learned her manipulation tactics. She gained them honestly because the whole family on it. They all on it like that. He's not even crying. He needs to get his baby shot. Yeah. So, and who knows if he even has doctors on the West Coast. The baby has issues and not seeing a therapist. It's a whole lot of neglect. I felt like it was neglect when she was rolling up and it was some white powdery substance on the table. I showed y'all. It's been all signs of neglect everywhere. I'm surprised it, and maybe they have. I'm surprised CPS haven't shown up yet. They showed up for less, but Blue talking to his son Reckless online. So what about Junior? What about Junior? I just want to do a little update on Carly Russell lying ass here. Another one that get on my last nerves, faking her kidnapping and stuff like that. Like, girl, go sit down. Unbelievable. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Carly Russell to attend a plea hearing March 21st for faking her own kidnapping. Like, girl, she did this for attention. So she was found guilty after faking her abduction. Judge recommends a year in jail and $18,000 restitution. Do y'all feel like she deserved jail time though? Toria, I love her. She said he should have left her homeless ass on the bus stop. He met her at. Martin, I'll talk about whatever I want on my platform, sir. Thank you. I don't know who you thought you was talking to. I'll say whatever I want. I'm not talking bad about that girl. It's called holding her accountable. And if you don't like my point of view, Martin, maybe this is not the chat for you or the platform. But right now, we're talking about this still. Do y'all feel like she deserves jail time? You know, she honestly needs to get some help. Because I want to get the root of why she thought it was okay to do this, to create a whole story. So, like, I would want to get to the root of that. You know, do I think she can get the kid in jail? Yeah, they in jail. All right, you know, you got one time to disrespect me, and the same back to you, sir. F you too. Period. And that's how that goes. And you're no longer relevant. Yes, ballin' boy. Look, you do the crime, you got to do the time. So whatever the law sees fit, that's what I think should happen to her. Period. Let's move on because I'm over it. All right. Let's get into Draya and Jalen Green. So months ago, Draya from Basketball Wives, for those of you who don't know her, she was on Basketball Wives, and she was a self-proclaimed gold digger and a hoe that, well, her whole card expires. That was Draya words. That wasn't mine. She said her whole card it expires. It reboots after a while. That's what Draya said. But she showed up to the game, and people were speculating because she showed up with a onesie, a one piece romper type deal, like overalls. That's what they call it. See, y'all remember this? And her boyfriend is 21, and so people were speculating and saying, "Oh, it's an age gap, this and that, or whatever." Quite frankly, you know, Draya gonna do what Draya do. She's never been shy about being a gold digger. And she says she smashes for money, you know, for lack of better word. She smashes like she wants a man to have the bag. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But people are trying to say that it's predatory and grooming. I call bull slinky. But this is when it all started. When she showed up to the game with the overall, you know, everybody started speculating about her being pregnant from then. All right, well, now they finally decided to confirm, and it's a lot of talk going around about age gap and, you know, how I just think it's a double standard because people have been doing this for centuries and decades, going back to Shirley Temple days, Elvis Presley. I mean, and the list goes on. It is a thing where men older men, they like a younger piece of art candy. You know what I mean? And this is my thing. Because even Tammy Roman is in an age gap relationship. Remember Reggie? They still married. Yep, they still married. So, and they have a significant age gap, like to the point, like Reggie wanted kids, and Tammy tried to get pregnant, and she unfortunately was able to follow through. She wasn't able to follow through with the pregnancies, and I'm sure it was a lot of factors. All right, because we all know Tammy smokes, her age, things like that. Oh yes. Also, good point, Danny Omega. Draya's son, her son is what, like 18? And her now boo, they're only 18 months apart. Or no, excuse me, 10 months apart. 10 months apart. So that's weird, right? It's something that's real strange. But like, can we really say like these two consenting adults, like, should we have it? Oh, you think it's disgusting? Okay, okay. I see my naughty crew feels very strongly about this. All right, but Dre is gonna be. I'm gonna drop the link for y'all so y'all can come up and sound off about this topic. But let's get into it. So they announced the pregnancy. Hey, shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for posting this. She looks gorgeous. Draya looks good for her age. She's aging very well. And I wish her the best. I mean, she likes starting all over, I guess. You know, new beginning. But she's having a baby girl this time. So shout out to her. She's now not gonna be a mom of just a boy. Now she has her precious baby girl. So I'm sure that's gonna be fun for her. I'll say congratulations. And so she posted, Happy International Women's Day. As women, we navigate through so much, often leading us to question, what is my purpose for me? The magic lies in motherhood and the awe-inspiring ability to bring life into this world over the span of 2 decades. It's my superpower. And if anything can surpass the wonder of being a woman, it's the privilege of bringing another woman into existence. We are overjoyed to share our love for you, little girl. I'm excited to speak words to the daughter I never thought I'd have. We are anxious about your arrival, but take your time. This world can be tough, but know you are being brought into a space of love, security, and adornment. Hashtag she's 28 weeks, 7 months, and she's coming in May. Hashtag girl mom. So shout out to Drea. Like, life is a beautiful thing. Okay. It's a blessing. And I wish her nothing but love and a healthy pregnancy, peace and happiness for her baby girl. Seriously. So the internet is up in arms. Literally. Like the internet is so on fire about this topic that our man
Rockets.
is going viral. Yes.
Oh my goodness! On Simon's
He played for the Rockets.
In the last 24 hours.
All right. So the internet is on fire. And let's not forget, he looks just like Drea's son. Oh my God. It is so creepy. So creepy. I still say shout out to them. If they're in love and they're bringing a baby into this world, so be it. I mean, they got to pay for the baby. But it's been a lot of backlash. And Draya started posting as a result of it. She said, get comfortable being misunderstood. Only a fraction of people will be able to truly grasp your essence. You are not on anyone else's timeline of comprehension. Also, it's none of your business how others choose to perceive you. Most High sees you clearly. Let that be enough. You know, but Drea is unapologetically her. Hey, Michelle. Okay, Essence says she no longer supports baby mom culture. Let's see what the comments are saying. This person says she's no different from Marcus Houston. Okay, so like when Marcus Houston did it, everybody was saying, yuck. Well, I think it's because she was still in her teens. I mean, Drea's man is 21. Drea's man is 21. All right. Queen Candice said, shut up, y'all. I don't know what that means. This person says, Kevin Hart once said, there is her business, right? This person says she is within her legal right to date the young man, but she's trifling as fuck. Try to send that as being misunderstood if you want. And as you all know, she was in a relationship with another football player, and he lost his contract, and Dre was out of there. Shout out to the Jasmine brand for giving me this content. Dre was out of there, okay? Like, no contract, no Draya. She's always been like this, though. She's always been like this, Draya. I'm not surprised. And if you ask me, she's setting herself up for retirement. But I think she really want her baby. I think she really loves her child. I think she loves the life that she's bringing into this world. I'm not going to take that away from her. But she a gold digger, so. She a gold digger, huh? She ain't never been, but she ain't never been shy about it. Exactly, Michelle. It's their lives. Who cares? And that's what I say. They both are adults. There's nothing illegal about it, and I wish them the best. And guess what? If it's meant to be, it'll last. But that is their lessons that they need to learn for their life. Like, so I don't think people should feel too strongly about it. This has been going on from way back in the day. Okay, older men, younger women, and vice versa. I think it happens on both sides equally. And I think what it comes down to, people are attracted to what they want to be attracted to. Period. But I feel like as long as it's legal, we don't have any right to judge. So I wish Dre the best. That's all. You know, she bringing life into the world. Let's give her nothing but love, happiness. We know how Draya is. She's always been unapologetic about what she requires. And if you ask me, she stands in her word. She does not that chick that's on date a bro. I mean, have you ever seen Draya's dating history? She's got quite a resume. She's got quite a resume. She like on some Erica Kane type stuff. All right. So he has been in a relationship with Tyrod Taylor from 2020 to 2023. The Game from 2012 to 2013. Chris Brown in 2010. Javaris Crittenton, 2008. Deshaun Stevenson. She has also been encountered with French Montana, Ray J, Wiz Khalifa. She's a social climber when she screws. She screws up the social ladder. I mean, and she created a bag for herself. Are you mad at her husband? Hustle, Bernard Barron, Sean Diddy Combs. Woo! She down with the freak offs, y'all. She down with the freak offs. Yes. Mm-hmm. Lil Wayne, Fabulous, Paul Pierce, Gilbert Arenas, Jay-Z, and Jan Martin. So she has quite the resume. I mean, she may be on the level with Superhead. Corinne Steffen. She may be on the same vibe. That's it. It's whole culture at its finest. Yes. So I wish her the best. And it looks like Draya's whole card has expired because now she's in a committed situation or relationship. Excuse me. Let me not disrespect the love. With expecting child on the way. Wish her the best and wish him the best too. And just love that little bundle of joy. And please, please do everything opposite of what Blueface and Chrisean does. Thank you. Let me see what some of these comments are saying. Draya Michelle, 304 extra per gold digger. Why the dad wasn't in the pregnancy pit? It's given. Maybe they had a couple of one night stands and we had a oopsie, so we gotta this front for the public. But do you think it's right that people have children out of wedlock to secure the bag? Uh-huh. Yes, Shavy. A whole infestation. A whole infestation. So yeah, I'm just tired of the judgment. Like, just let people live. Let adults be adults. At the end of the day, they grown. Hey, Essen.
Hey, naughty girl.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just think it's weird that her man looks like her son and they're so close in age. I just think it's strange.
It's absolutely, definitely something strange about it. I wouldn't want to date someone my children's age.
Like, that's crazy. Like, that's college age. Like, that's how is he even in the NBA at that age?
I mean, he made the draft. Apparently, he made the draft. He got picked up. He's got bank. He could take care of a baby.
Child, I'll see. I'm gonna see how this pans out in the next year or two because no, he's how old is he?
21.
Yeah, no. So he clearly didn't go to college because he would still be in college.
Yeah, but anything can happen, you know. But Draya is known for doing it, and I hope he has a good financial advisor and he has good money management, because as soon as the money run low, Dre is out of there.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's the vibes that I have to have based on her track record. Like, I feel like she is back in the game. There's a little young, naive boy, who obviously must be exceptionally talented to get drafted into the NBA. Usually, don't you usually have to like go through like college? Like, don't they have to like scout you while you in college or something? I don't know how drafting works, but I don't know. It's very, very, very interesting to me. And I do think if y'all in such a committed relationship, why wasn't he in the maternity shoot? I always think about things like that too. Like, I just don't see paparazzi getting her son and her baby daddy in the same picture, because it's gonna look weird.
It's gonna look weird, but how do we know they're even together? Like, they could have just hooked up one night and then things happen.
But aren't people saying that they're dating though? That's my question.
Yeah, they are dating.
So I mean, if they dating, then they in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But like, all of her PR looks very like, not single mother, but like, this is about me and my mother, her journey, not more so like me and my partner. So that for me is like a red flag.
Yeah.
It's a red flag. Like, everything seems so singular, like the maternity shoot and the woman history reveal, and just the verbiage like around her pregnancy is just very like, thank you for the opportunity to make me relevant again, but I'm the one carrying this baby, and you just gave me the seeds.
I mean, people are feeling like it's predatory, and I just feel like they're grown, and that's their decision to make, and they're choosing to bring a life in the world. What are you gonna do about it?
I think that I also think that it could potentially be predatory. Just because I need to know how long have they been dating? How long have they been dating? Like, did she drop hints on him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like somebody said, usually in reverse with the women, they usually get pursued before they're legal, and then things take place like after they're legal. And obviously, like 18 is legal, um, but still, like, there's still a lot of potential, in my opinion, to get this young man with a fresh contract or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I'm side eyeing it.
Yeah, but Usher did it for years. He always dated older women. What's the difference between him and Chili, him and Tamika? What's the difference?
I think it's all weird. Honestly, I've learned recently more so about grooming and like how it works, and I'm not accusing her of grooming, but you have to get, when there's like gaps, whether it's male to female or female to male, when there's gap, and for him to be 21, like that age is very young to me personally. Like, that is, and her baby's due in May, so we in March, April, May. Yeah, like that's what, 2 months from now. So that means they got pregnant 7 months ago. So you know what I'm saying? Like, that boy is very young. I'm interested to know when he got drafted, how long he's been in the league. I just think it's suspicious. That's just me. That's just
Let's
me.
see. Let's try. We can find out. I
Because
mean,
Draya, Draya, baby, what you know your standards. We all know your standards. How in the world did he get in your drawers, or did you get in his? Is what I want to know.
well, some people just know how to put themselves in certain places, so that they can be noticed. And Dre is able to get into those rooms. So
I don't know. I think Draya is seasoned now, and I think that this young boy could have just been targeted, not target. I don't know. That word sounds so predatory. He could have just been like a perfect candidate for like a publicity slash semen slash, you know.
I mean, but who's to say he didn't fall in love with her?
This don't have nothing to do with him. This is all about Draya and what the heck she had going on, because that's a
It's
young
known
man.
what Draya does, but still people flock to her.
Yeah, no, I'm not here for it.
It's public knowledge. It's like Diddy's dirty laundry was out in public knowledge all this time.
I'm gonna mind my business. That congratulations, Draya girl. I'm so happy that you got to have a baby. Just be careful because it looks weird. I'm gonna go ahead and have that opinion about the situation.
You absolutely can. I have a little bit more information for you. So he plays for the Houston Rockets of the National Basketball Association. He was consensus 5-star recruit and the best shooting guard in the 2020 class, with ESPN ranking him number 1 overall. He finished his high school career at Prolific Prep in Napa, California, and he chose Fargo College basketball to join the NBA. So he went straight out of high school.
Yeah, see, baby, Draya know what. Look, Draya.
Oh, you think it's a game for Draya, and that she's not in it for the love, she's just in it for the bag.
That's what I'm saying. And Draya been in the industry long enough to know when somebody has high potential, and if they scout you right after high school, you must be very talented and have a lucrative career ahead of you, I'm assuming. So it's given perfect candidate. And I know Mr. Pini said he's not a helpless baby, but I just feel like there's something very predatory about that. If that is what, in fact, Drake was thinking, like, oh, like, this is a young man, he's straight out of high, like, even to get a date with Drake, I'm sure it was like, your resume had to have something that glimmers. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's predatory. I definitely.
I'm with you. I'm seeing it from your point of view, seriously, because I really, really feel as if that it is, now that you say it like that. Like, was she plotting on his contract? Like,
That's suspicious. That's weird.
That's what I'm saying. Challenge my point of view, Naughty Crew. Okay, it is kind of suspicious that he's straight out of high school, right?
Right, and mind you, he's 22 right now. You usually graduate at 18. So that window is very, very small. Mind you, she's already 7 months pregnant. So that's almost a year already.
When did they start dating? Let's find out. Let's find out.
I think I saw them in the press like somewhere around summertime for the first time or something like that. So yeah.
And sometimes they arrange these relationships. Maybe he picked her.
Yeah. Maybe that's true too.
Like, I got all this money, I can have whatever girl I want. I want Draya.
That's and you know what? Now that would be more comforting to me if he was like, I want Draya. I get it. Because young boys fantasize, as in their teenage years, 16, 17, they fantasize about their dream woman. And now that you in a space where you can get her, he might have wanted Draya. I'm not gonna take that away from her, because Draya's been that girl, one of those girls with the desirability complex for a while now. She's been desirable for years. So I could see him being like, oh yeah, like I'm on now, I want Draya. That would make sense. But if that ain't how they met, then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and side-eye the whole situation.
Mm-hmm. All right, hold on. Let's look at this. Shout out to the sun. All right, she is But Drake is quite accomplished, though. Don't get me wrong. Like, she managed to start several businesses. She has a swimwear line and a clothing line. Mm-hmm. And so she's accomplished business-wise. She is a catch, but she just a known pass around.
Hello.
But she made sure she got pregnant, though.
And did. And look, when it comes to people in your age range.
Oh, I did not know this. I'm sorry. Apart from expecting a child with Jalen Green, Draya has 2 children with other men. I didn't know she had 2.
And
She
remember on
welcomed her
Basketball
youngest
Wives,
son, Bruce Scandrick, in 2016 with her ex-fiance Orlando Scandrick. I remember them.
I think Draya knew. I don't know how the basketball world works as far as like, she runs a successful business, so she's probably not needy. Yes, and I've heard very good things about her swimwear as well. Like her business is very legit. The girls love it. Um, but I think sometimes I don't know. Does she need the relevance still? Because some people are not satisfied with wealth. Obtaining wealth and being an entrepreneur. Some people need the fame to go with it. So I just have a lot of questions, and I hope that Drea opens up more about how she met her man and things like that. I really do, because I would like to know, because that is a baby. That is a child.
Well, just to give the article a little perspective, here's one Andrea quote. She said, "With help from my mom, I was able to survive. Now judging," she's talking about when she had her other son. "Now judging by how underdeveloped and young I was, besides living in a very small city in PA, there's no way in 2002 I got pregnant by some athlete. If I had, there's not a chance in effing hell I would have wasted 7 years of my life working in the club, because clearly child support would be on fleek." That's Drea word.
Mm-hmm. She had to do what she had to do to provide for her son, and unfortunately she felt like the things that she had to do involved using her body. And that's not taboo. A lot of women go through it. But I think that once Drea got made a name for herself as like a video vixen and like a like a magazine girl in the urban community, she started to build her brand, but she still kept using her body. She still kept using her body. And the thing about it is, when people find out like that's what you're doing, as far as like legit, like that's your brand, men your age are not gonna take you serious. So I'm not surprised that she's dating somebody that's way younger than her. I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm not, because I know people still look at her sideways for some of the things that she might have done at alleged freak offs if she was dating Diddy. You know what I mean? And those is the girls that they like. They like the girls that are like Insta models. Before Insta models came a thing, we had the video vixens. They like the girls like that because they know they're willing to do something strange for a piece of change. I wouldn't be surprised if she was a yacht girl as well for the white people.
Exactly.
And I think maybe now, she's with a younger man who probably don't know as much. Mm-hmm.
And they may equally be using each other. Let's just keep it real. Like, he could be using her for image reasons and things like that. So I think,
Yeah, I mean, Jay is beautiful.
exactly.
Jay is that girl. She's one of the original it girls, in my opinion. Like, as far as like having a specific look, like having the look that everybody wants right now. That has been popular for the last, like, I'll say like 10 years. Draya definitely has it, and she's definitely influential. So hey, I'm not knocking it. I just can't look away from the fact that that young man is literally 1 year older than her son.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's just 22. Like, that means if they were talking for even a year, that's just weird. So
I don't think much time went into courting on this one. It looks like they move fast.
yeah, because they got seen by the paparazzi. She was at his games and stuff. So clearly they was having some kind of public relationship, you know?
Exactly.
But I wanted to say this thing about Chrisean. I feel like Chrisean might have like the celebrity, she might be getting the celebrity treatment as far as like being able to escape legal accountability. Not all the way. Of course she's gonna have to go to jail. But I think as far as like being on live and saying that she got robbed, I'm pretty sure it's not hard for a bounty hunter to figure out, like, find a police report or something like that and figure out where exactly she is. So stuff like that is very
strange to me. Like you just got robbed them twice. She said she got robbed twice, and she think it's like the same people, which means it's like a serial robbery. If she keep getting robbed twice, if she's been robbed twice, that's abnormal. And I'm sure you called the.
I'm saying, call the cops. Why you telling lies?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it would not be hard to track her down if she got robbed 2 times. And then she said that I think she said Blueface father said he got held up during one of the robberies. So they could go to Blueface father and be like, "Where's Chrisean at? She's a fugitive, legitimately."
And let's just call it what it is. I mean, Blueface and Chrisean have done some messed up things to people, and so they probably created a lot of enemies. So it makes them a target automatically. But Blueface lives in a gated community. There's no proof of that happening. We just have lying ass Chrisean's word to take for things. So like, I just really took it with a grain of salt, and that's why I didn't report on it. Like, I could just tell when she just straight up lying.
You know what, Nadi, I agree. It makes more sense that she would be lying versus it actually happening, because with her being a fugitive, they would have got her. They would have picked her right on up. It would have been because bounty hunters, they find people with less. So,
I mean, it's just a deflection and a distraction. It doesn't change the fact that you're a wanted woman on the run and neglecting to take care of your child in the proper way.
yes, that part. And I didn't even think about the fact that, he probably does have like checkups and stuff, unless she has like a private doctor. But like, again, like Chrisean has not reached A-list status at all. I would maybe even say B- status at best. She, so she don't have that connection to like, be doing stuff under the radar like the uber wealthy and rich probably can do. But I doubt that her baby, who may or may not have complications, is going without treatment. So somebody helping her out, I think. Chrisean whoever it is, they're gonna come to collect too, because the industry don't play. If you sign that,
it's only but so long she can push it off. Regardless, she still has to go and turn herself in. She violated her probation on several levels.
Yes, she did.
And she's got quite a few lawsuits going on out there, and it's just like enough is enough already. Like, you did this to yourself, and you're gonna have to be accountable for it one way or another.
So the Tamar thing is real, is true?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chrisean was out here wilding.
He pressed charges, there's police reports and everything. So like, she's going right now, she just got Oklahoma to answer for it. When they all start communicating, that's when she's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause you assaulted not one but 2 people. You assaulted Vicky as well. Yeah, so you violated your probation multiple different times, girl. And if you think they not gonna you gonna have to really have some powerful people behind you, and those people gonna come to collect, probably worse than the criminal justice system. So yeah, and then I think it's also interesting that she didn't take the money from Zeus, because Chrisean must be an idiot. She gotta be, because if this is what your life is stacking up to be, you got a baby, and I remember you reported on her house, and I'm like, nah, bro. Yeah, she don't own that house. She's gonna have to make her payments and things like that. And I remember you said something sketchy was about like the mortgage and stuff like that, like the way it was drawn up or something. I'm like, yeah, girl. So you got offered $250,000 and you declined it because you thought that you were so relevant that other opportunities was gonna roll in, or they were gonna eventually give you what you wanted. But Daddy's just moving on without you, girl. And what's even more funny is her sister is very well received.
Oh, you think Tasiki is really? But I just think Tasiki is older.
I think that people like Taziki, and just based on her being like a full cast member on Baddies,
Yeah.
I don't even think people correlate her with Chrisean at all. At least I don't. Like I don't see Tasiki and be like, oh, that's Chrisean's sister. I see her as like her own individual brand. And Chrisean really messed up. Like Chrisean, you never introduce somebody with talent to your people because you can be replaced. Period. Like you dumb. That's for me. That's rule number one of show business. Like, don't ever bring somebody to your audition. Don't ever do that because if they like that person better, you're done. And that's what
Exactly.
they don't need Chrisean. Like this last season of Baddies has been so successful. Like people really
I
like
did see
it.
the numbers come through.
Yeah, it's people like it, and more importantly, people like Tasiki and the relationships that she had with the cast. So yeah, Chrisean, they was never giving you the extra money that you wanted when they could like give your sister a little bit more money to stick around. And you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and
I think the fact that they changing the direction with the baddies versus the cabaret, that it looks like they're trying to make it into a sport basically, where they just have different episodes of with ensemble cast rather than dragging it out for a whole season.
right,
Because
and then also is also the from a business perspective, there's the opportunity of crossing over into VH1 with or MTV, whichever one with Wild 'N Out. They could air those videos too, because technically Nick Cannon, they could do it as a special. They could like pay them for licensing or whatever to use that footage, and they could get a check too. And lastly, Tasiki is actually talented.
yeah, she is talented. And I see Lemmy taking the show in another direction. And I also see Natalie getting phased out eventually.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I think he's looking for talent, and Tasiki is talented. She can sing. I mean, I don't know how far that's gonna take her, but
She'll probably end up with her own show.
it's given Love and Hip Hop. Like it's given like how Love and Hip Hop be having like these random cast members, and then they launch their singing careers and hope something's gonna happen. That could happen for Tasiki. So I just say that to say like Chrisean's
She messed up.
yeah,
She
she
fumbled the
yeah,
bag.
that's what I'm trying to say in a nutshell. Chrisean ruined her own career, and she cannot blame nobody else. She ruined her career when she thought she was bigger than Zeus. You're not.
Ego.
You're not bigger.
Ego.
She's not bigger than Zeus at all. If anything, if anything, she didn't cross over. She like cut her. She turned off her bag prematurely. Is what she did.
And she don't got it like that.
Nope. Nope.
You know, because a lot of people said, and this is just a little challenging monkey wrench I'm throwing in there. You know, like Cardi B has sold her catalog, and a lot of people was clowning her for that, saying that she sold it too soon. She hadn't been in the game, but then you look at the state of the music industry. Maybe Cardi was smart to get rid of it.
Yep. Yep. I agree. I agree. I agree 100%. I feel like Cardi B knows that. See, the thing about time is so funny because we've already gone through so many different like phases in time. Like we went from like boom boxes to like Walkmans to like CDs to iPad, like to what was some things we used to use, iPods, and like downloaded music. So now we're in a space where like it's about to just be viral, like going viral. It's gonna be so bite sized that artists not even gonna have to like have like full catalogs anymore. All you need is a moment, basically. So Cardi B got the most of her catalog while she could, because from now on it's gonna be viral moments. That's where we are now, unfortunately. Oh well,
Wow.
that's what I think. That's my prediction. And a lot of people have been saying that. Like, it's all about viral moments. You don't really need like to come out with a full album unless you're like Drake or somebody. Like you gotta be like a high level art established artist for people to buy your music.
And that brings me to this. I saw this article. Shout out to Real Pet Rock. Spotify and Apple Music would be forced to pay artists more than 0.003 cent per stream if
Wow.
this bill passes. So, like, is there really money in music anymore? You know what I mean?
Absolutely
Like,
not. No.
Mr. Speaker, I'm from Motown, where our music has changed the world in so many incredible ways forever. But artists in my district and across our country are struggling to make ends meet in an industry where the money just keeps going to executives and shareholders.
Mhm.
Take more than 800,000 streams per month to make equivalent of $15 an hour. In the vast majority of our artists are on platforms like Apple Music, Spotify. And one of the things that even for them, they never ever get to 800,000 streams in a year.
Mm.
This is a big deal.
That's
Streaming now represents 84% of recorded music industry's revenue in the United States. But most of the artists who bring joy to our lives and culture aren't seeing any of it. The Living Wage for Musicians Act, which I introduced through Representative Bowman, would change that by creating a new fund that aims to pay artists at least 1 penny per stream. The bill completely reformed the music industry, supporting much more diverse set of artists, enabling more recording and touring, and sending a ripple effect throughout local economies by supporting professionals throughout the music industry. I truly encourage my colleagues to learn more about this, co-sponsor the bill, and help change artists' lives forever.
wow.
Mr. Speaker, I'm from Motown, where our music has changed.
and these are the
Wow.
things you need to pay attention. Yep. Because they barely get with streaming. That messed up the whole flow of things.
Yeah, that's like how it was when remember how a lot of record companies had the same kind of issue when people started doing like downloading. Like I'm from like the LimeWire era. Like LimeWire, you could just go download a mix CD. You could have Chris Brown, Trey Songz. You could just have everybody. Kerry Hilson. You didn't need to buy their albums to listen to their music. So a lot of record companies they were suffering because of that. Because of that, and now this is the same thing. But I think it's interesting how there was just a writer's strike and an actor's strike because of the same things with what you call them, what do you call royalties? But the music industry is not like in a space to stop. Like I don't see the artists going on strike against the executives and stuff. Like they're not willing to do that, and that's a red flag for me. Like why y'all so scared to stop and boycott and demand higher wages?
Good point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because they're
But now, but then you have like your what's her name? Jennifer Red and Lil Rod. Now they're like bringing lawsuit, and it's just like,
it's a slow uprising.
yeah, it is.
You know
It
what
is.
else is interesting? I know you probably covered it when it happened, but remember Aubrey O'Day was saying that Puffy offered them all the money for the streaming of Danny D. Kane's music,
The publisher.
and she said they would have to sign a contract saying that they would not speak negatively in public ever against Sony, the executive at Sony and P Diddy. And she said when she
And
did
his son, and his
Yup.
son, and his
Yup.
mother.
And she said when she did the math from streaming, it was like $900.
Yep.
And she said two people and Danny D. Kane took the money.
I can believe it. Maybe they needed it.
Not, but I'm saying, but when you think about how popular Danny D. Kane is, and when you look at like the fact that people still listen to them, the fact that with all since they've been on those streaming platforms, the fact that they're only worth $900, that means that streaming is worth like not even less than a penny, according to the lady. So when people be like, "Oh, I'm number one on Spotify. I'm the first artist to hit 1 million streams. I'm the first art." You're not making no money though.
It has to consistently keep those numbers. It has to maintain that number on a daily basis in order for you to really access money from that.
These artists are broke, and Chrisean trying to become a rapper, and she thinks that she's gonna have a music career, baby. That don't have no. There's no money in that. You were better off in television. She was literally better off in television.
In reality TV, that's where it's at.
Yeah, she was bad. What Krishan did was she ended her own career, and there's no money in streaming. Like, there's no money in streaming. Like you said, clout is the new drug, and people can rent clothes and look like they living well, but in reality, a lot of these artists are dead broke and starving.
Fact, fact. And it's just like brands attach themselves to artists to get their name. They use them. So a lot of the stuff you see them with, it's
Mhm.
companies giving it to them. You know what I mean? But if they don't stay relevant, the brands stop coming.
Right. And you know what's funny? Marlo Hampton, she started a business where celebrities can just rent out her couture and like her high end fashion pieces. And a lot of celebrities have already done it. They take pictures. Like, I was watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and Lisa Rinna had on like some type of outfit. Her and somebody had on the same outfit. And
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like a vintage like Dior or something like that. And the lady was like, "Oh my God, can I believe you have the same piece?" She's like, "Oh, I rented it. I just rented it. I got it from." So like, these people, they have their business loans and their business credit cards, and they use that credit to rent clothes. And you would never know. We would never know. You just think that they got it like that. Krishan probably renting clothes too. And
I
and,
think it's smart. I
and
think
of
it's
course,
smart because, like, first of all, with in the celebrity world, you don't want to be seen in nothing twice, right? So why waste money buying a piece that's gonna sit there? Why not just rent it?
yeah, but the thing about it is the lack of disclosure. And I'm not saying celebrities have to tell us everything, but don't pretend like you're living a lavish lifestyle when you know you're not. That's my thing. There's a whole lot of like notoriety and like, glamour that comes with being, like, I would say now, like an influencer or like a reality TV star, but you're not living that lifestyle. You don't own none of it, and that's why Portia husband is in the space he in right now.
He really broke. I believe Simon is broke.
Yeah, everybody knew. Well, not everybody knew, but it was brought up that none of his money made any sense, and that's what I'm saying.
And Portia should have knew that. She's an idiot for that.
I think Portia knew, and I think Portia knew, and it looked like she was with somebody with money, and she got out right before it hit the fan. That's what I think.
That's Portia.
Yep. It
And
looked.
look, she went right back to work too. Look, she stopped working when she got married, and as soon as the divorce came, she went and got a job. So
Well, you know what she did? She did Ultimate Girls Trip.
yeah, she started working again because she knew she was leaving that man.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why she's not innocent either. Like, these reality stars and influencers, they want it. They want it to look like they have the lifestyle, but they know that they don't have it. That's what I'm saying, and it's wrong. It's wrong. What happened?
I'm still here. I'm just
Oh,
backstage doing something.
yeah. I think it's crazy, but yeah, like, that would be a good deep dive. Like, I've heard like a lot of little like stories about it, but like the fact that this lady is saying that they make less than a penny on streaming, and that's how most of these newer artists like Ice Spice, Glorilla, like the new age, that's how most of these artists are making their money. They don't have no albums. All they have is streaming. So that means that majority of the people that are relevant now in music are broke.
Yep,
That's crazy.
it's definitely crazy.
Nadi, that's crazy. I'm so glad you played that video because that gave me so.
I'm always looking for stories, trying to be on it, girl. Cause pay attention to what's happening in the music industry. And remember, everyone was starting to buy like their sell off their masters and stuff like that. Maybe they seen that they weren't getting money from it.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny? Like, I'm hearing the songs in commercials, but what they're doing is like they'll like change like the tempo of it. I think I heard a Faith Evans song in a commercial recently.
Okay.
Like I've heard a Faith Evans song. Um, I heard a song the other day too. I think it was on Instacart. Like the people who like whose catalogs got sold, I'm starting to hear the music being used like other places.
Yep. And that's what you want to see happen going forward. So unless they're doing shows, that's where the money is at for the artists when they do shows.
That's what. Yeah, and they said even touring is not doing good anymore either. Like I said, like you have to be like an established name, like a Beyonce. Like you have to be established. These newer artists, nobody's coming.
And it's all about marketing. I know, like Eddie Griffin show, it was well put together.
Oh, I love Eddie Griffin.
I went to see him last night, and it was a whole vibe. Like the music, as you walked in, they sold, popcorn and hot dogs and shit. You know what I mean? They had a stock bar, several bars, and stuff like that. So it was definitely worth the price of the ticket.
But see,
You
that's
had an
comedy. That's comedy makes more sense. Like you have to go on to, like to buy a ticket if you want to see your favorite comedian. Like so, I feel like they're safe touring. But when it comes to celebrities, because of social media, there's more access to them. Like you don't really have to like go see them. You can even watch it on YouTube. Like Nicki Minaj's tour is on YouTube already. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's been all over the gram too. The snippets from her tour. It looks like she's doing a decent job too. But yeah, well, see, with the comedian, they have other levels. They can act in movies. That movie check is big, honey. Okay, I don't care. You smart to get in the movies if you in comedy. And then they also have like the Netflix specials and things like that they could garner money that way. So it looks like they evolve through the years, the comedic realm on the different ways that you can garner up money. So I just think it's different entities they can go into to garner that check to supplement when they're not touring.
Exactly. But I don't think musicians have that. I don't think musicians have that flexibility at all. Like I really don't. I don't see it for them. They either their only other avenue is like reality TV or like you said, like brand deals.
Brand deals and
Or
movies. Like you hope that you make a song memorable enough that like a movie would want to attach itself to it, and you get that type. But how
but
often does that come?
That goes to your label because remember when they signed you, they gave you an advance and you owe them, so you don't get nothing. Matter of fact, was it you who said that Nicki Minaj got a lien on her tour?
Yeah, she got a lien on her tour, and that's why it's important. That's why it's so relevant what Megan Thee Stallion did, owning all her masters, owning all her publishing, and she's independent as well. That is key. See, all money is not good money.
Nope.
It's not always best to take the late. You better off footing the bill yourself.
Yep, because they just wouldn't be like, oh, just like Glorilla. She's a perfect example, and her friends like they were so happy to sign. So I think Yo Gotti they got a chain, but what are you signing, bro? Like you're
keep your chain, put that money into my marketing or something like that. Like
I don't need them. Like and then they say like a lot of the rappers, their jewelry is fake anyway. Like they're getting scammed. Like these artists is getting scammed left and right. Like the music industry is. Besides, I think Hollywood right now. I think the music industry is the most predatory because just
it's grooming. It's a whole grooming process in the industry.
Yeah, and then when you get up, you gotta pass it down. You gotta do the next thing to the person under you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody robs each other, hoping. It's like a pyramid scheme.
Yep. That's all it is. And speaking of the industry and how it destroys people, well, this person actually had a very severe problem with addiction. And I'm talking about Juice World. He's been trending here lately. His passing was just so tragic. And for those of you who don't know, he was a awesome musician. He definitely has a song on DJ Khaled, but he was at the top of his career, and but he was known to be an active addict. He was not shy about his usage. And he flew in, I believe it was into Chicago, and he got wind that they were about to raid his plane. And he had the brilliant idea of this ingesting all of the medication at once. So ultimately, it caused his deletion, and it's just sad. It was tragic. He was so young. I think that's what bothered people. But he had that awful, awful illness called addiction, and that's what controlled him ultimately. And it helped him to meet his maker far too soon. His mom was recently out because as a result of his passing, his mom, Camilla Wallace, she advocates for addiction. She recently came out with a campaign, and I just know her heart was broken. And any parent having to watch their children battle with addiction and go through that, it's a hard battle. This is Juice WRLD. I mean, he was very influential.
Yeah. He was. That's my little sister demographic, and when I tell you they was like crying.
Jared released 4 studio albums, 9 EPs, 2 mixtapes, 35 singles, and is one of the most streamed artists ever. What the world didn't know was the depth of his struggle with addiction and mental health. At the height of his fame.
Exactly. And my heart goes out to any family, because addiction is a family disease. The mental health, it's a family disease. You understand? It affects the whole family, and to have to watch your family member, it's like breakdown, and then on top of like the mental breakdown, they're using substances so that they don't have to deal. They use the substances as a coping mechanism. So shout out to her mom, his mom, for showing her strength and putting power into his life by advocating. But he only he was still alive, I can only imagine what he would be,
He would be Little Uzi, probably bigger.
Yep.
We lost him to an accidental drug overdose. I'm Carmela Wallace. I started Live Free 999 to remove the stigma and normalize conversations around mental health and substance abuse. I want to ensure that no other parent or loved one faces what I face.
I love that for her. I have to mute this, guys, because it has this music in the background, and rightfully so. But go follow his mom, Carmela Wallace. I'm sure, the public support is giving her the strength to keep going forward. But there's so many people suffering with mental health and substance abuse issues in the world. I know my family has had its battles and its struggles with it, and I've seen it, from both sides, from the using aspect and being addicted, and all the way to the recovery process, and it's nothing you can do about the choice that Juice made. But unfortunately, he was with the wrong female as a partner. This young lady, she also has her struggle with substances and mental illness. So Juice WRLD's ex-wife, Ali Lottie, is selling his clothes on OnlyFans for cheap. Everything is discounted. And so shout out to Onsite for posting this. All right, this is all of his stuff, his t-shirts and things like that. So like the Supreme LV hoodie, $3,000. Chanel, one of 5 pearls, $2,500 or $2,500. All right, and the list goes on and on and on. And people are saying this is messed up. And so this is Ali's text. She said, hey, can I buy the Supreme Louis Vuitton hoodie? She said, hi, yes. It is $3,000. I can have it shipped out tomorrow if you want it. A lot of fans are offering to buy it, so it's going to sell pretty soon. Okay. And I just tipped, I just tipped the money and then send my Addie. And she said yes. Then she also dropped a SEX tape, which I think is going too far on the cloud chase. All right. So Juice WRLD's former wife, Ali Lottie, allegedly dropped SEX tape with him on OnlyFans after she claims hacker tried to leak it.
I see the comments are saying like it's pretty natural for her to want to get rid of his clothes.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to get into next. The comments. This person says, why y'all want her to hold on to clothes? The fuck? Who's supposed to wear it? This person says, do you rather her throw them away? She might as well make money off of it if she could, right? The XDX tape is taking it too far, but she got money for it. What do you think, Edson? Do you think this is disrespecting the honor of his life? Is this honoring his life, or do you feel like she has the right? Oh, I think Essence is muted, or she stepped away. So
My bad. I was on Instagram. I think she definitely has the right to sell his clothes for sure. Like that was her husband. She probably legally owns his stuff now. But the sex tape is weird to me.
It's definitely weird. It's definitely weird. But his mom is doing the right thing to honor his life, you know. So I think we should just focus on that instead of his ex-girl's wife or whatever, what she's doing with his stuff. It may be very painful for her to keep it around. I don't believe they had children together. So it's not like she could pass it down.
Yeah, and if she got, did you say he had like a Chanel that was 1 of 5?
Exactly.
That's crazy. She's bugging. She better take that she better go to Manhattan and take that to a high-end consignment shop and stop playing.
Yeah, I can see her getting rid of the clothes, but like stuff like that I would keep. Like that's a
girl,
one of a kind.
And mind you, I think the Supreme X Louis was like a one-time collaboration, kind of like how they did like Balenciaga and Adidas. Like I think like those stuff would sell for way more than what she's trying to sell it for. So yeah, I can see why people saying like it's cheap. So yeah, something is sketchy about that. For
And
sure.
she looks like she has addiction issues.
Yeah, baby. It's very much giving. It's giving very much. If you got like a limited edition Chanel anything, why is it why are you selling it for the low? Like what was it that it was? Because now
it was like 3,000 something.
But what was it? Do you know?
Hold on 1 second.
You know I love me some fashion now. Chanel, that's crazy. She's bugging out. I didn't know they had limited edition Chanel items.
Chanel 1 of 5 pearls, $2,550.
Oh, it's a pearl?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a brooch or something.
But it could be because she has issues.
Okay.
Substances and things like that, and she needs fast cash because you know substances are expensive.
That's what I had heard. That's what they had told me, girl. But I think what his mom is doing is awesome. It's very much needed because a lot of these rappers are legit addicts. You see what's going on with Kodak Black.
Kodak Black and a lot of these rappers. Oops. But this is her and Juice WRLD.
Yeah, I know losing him was so hard for her.
So I think she's still grieving that too. And I think it may be some substitution there, like with substances to try to do.
Didn't they say he passed away in like a shady manner?
He OD'd.
Was he the one who swallowed all them pills before he went on the plane? Somebody
Yes. When he
Okay.
was getting off the plane, when he was getting off, he found out that they were coming to raid his plane, so he just decided to ingest all the medication. Hey, the dog. So that's how he passed. But you know, ultimately, it's her stuff. She could do what she wants with it. If he left it with her, she could do what she wants. I'm not passing any judgment. But I do like what his mom is doing, advocating for mental illness and substance abuse issues. So
For sure.
his mom is honoring his memory by doing that. The next topic I want to get on is Mike Epps. Mike Epps is out here acting a plumb fool. He must be about to get a divorce.
What are you doing?
He's saying some out the way things, okay? You know, he out here admitting to all his past addictions. I guess people is just like, yo, this is the year of exposure, so I might as well just expose myself, right? Before the world finds out. That's what's going on here, right? Shout out to the Jasmine brand.
Son, the day my mother died. My mother died 2020, COVID. My son was born the same time, bro. And I never had a son. He looked just like my mama, man. I swear, that's how I know God's real.
In death comes life. Yeah,
Gave me a son. My mama
dope.
gave me a son walking out the door, man.
That's beautiful.
I used to cry all the time and ask God, what did I do wrong that I can't have a son? But I know what it was. I lied to all these women and got them pregnant and sold them dreams and shit like that.
I got 5 girls.
You got 5 girls too.
To let you know I was lying.
You've been lying too.
I've been doing too much
That's one
lying.
thing that I'm gonna get right before I leave this earth. I'm gonna learn how to treat a woman 100%
That's
right.
dope. That's dope.
Cause that's something that I want to do for my mother, for my children, for my daughters. I've never treated a woman right 100%. And now that I'm getting older, I had a son.
All right. So then Mike got post. He said, I want to apologize to my wife for what I said on this dumb ass podcast shit. This shit is a trick bag, and I'm always misunderstood on what I say on the internet, smiling in my head. Never again will I interview with anyone. Never. Thumbs down. I'm off this ish for good. F off. All right.
What's the problem? I thought what he said was healthy.
It was real, but it's the fact that he said, I've never been 100% good to a woman, and he's a married man.
So, I mean, that's honest. I mean, now he might have not have wanted to air their dirty laundry out to the public. That's because that could be like embarrassing, but that's fair. I would say, I don't know. It could be my naivety. Y'all know I'm young and I've never been married, but a man knows.
He's on an apology tour, girl. Okay.
I don't know what Mike Epps is doing, but what I do know is more men need to realize that the way society is going about with all these situationships and hooking up and all and baby mama culture and stuff. Nobody cares about being in a real healthy, loving, wholesome relationship. Like it's like the
I care about it, and I believe I can have it.
Yeah.
But in Hollywood is hard because people throw themselves at each other. I'm not even just going to say it's men and women do it, okay? And it's more like becoming a sport.
Mm-hmm.
Who I can nab for, like who I can put my hooks in first. I don't care if he has a whole situation, but it's the challenge of taking them out of that situation and them choosing you, right?
Yeah.
So Mike Epps, he posted again. I want to apologize to my beautiful wife for ignorant and reckless I honor you, my family. Please forgive me.
I think what he said, while I will 100% will say embarrass his wife, because I would not want my husband to be, making people even speculate that I'm being mistreated. I do think that it's relevant to today's culture, personally. I do. I really, really do. I wouldn't say it if I didn't. I think a lot more people need to think about the way women are being treated and how people look at relationships and marriage and just even dating now. Like, it's very dysfunctional.
I mean, it depends. I just think people pick people's word apart at this point. Like I'm looking in the comments. This person says he was drunk. He was reflecting on his life, but I'm sure his wife not obvious or oblivious to his behavior over the years. This is not really news, folks. Everybody know Mike Epps is a dirty D, slinging D mama. Okay, so he's thinking out loud about his journey and speaking on his truth. All right, so I really feel like what he said was bad. I just think people look at like, well, okay, he's a married man saying this, so it's kind of weird. So are you not loyal to your wife? Like 100%. Is this a confession? Like Usher, these are my confessions.
It's something, whatever it is. I think it was honest. I definitely think that, because he's turning into Uncle Mike, if he ain't already Uncle Mike, I think what he said was very responsible on the public platform. It doesn't look good for his wife and his marriage, obviously, because people are going to speculate. But in general, I think what he's saying is true. Like, some men never treat women properly. Like, I know people who are married right now, been married for years, and they miserable. They husband don't love them. You know what I mean? Like, it's just no like affection there. So I think that what he said was responsible. Personally.
I mean, I just think Mike know how to troll. You know what I mean? That's what he doing. He trolling
Okay.
right now.
I said it could be my naivety. So
No, he trolling, and he said, "If don't nobody troll me, I could troll my goddamn self."
and that's sad, because that unfortunately that was a word. What he said is true. As a woman, I feel like that was a responsible thing to say. But the fact that he turned around and said it was trickery, that yeah. So you're right, immaturity.
Everybody is doing it though, even Chrisean. Everybody is doing it. So what sets him apart from the rest? All right, he's got a Netflix special right now. He needs people to talk about him right now so that people will view his Netflix special.
But I don't think that's not controversial though, is it?
Well, it's just, I think what's controversial is the fact that we know he's a playboy.
Oh, I ain't know that.
You know what I'm saying? He was that. Oh, Mike Epps was a wild. See, look, this is Mike Epps' season of confession. He said, if y'all not gonna find it out, I'ma confess my own shit. These are my confessions.
I didn't know Mike Epps was a wild boy. I had no idea.
Oh, let me show you. Here we go. Shout out to the neighborhood talk.
Hey, I've been on drugs. I've been through hell. You know what I'm saying? I did most of the movies on cocaine. All About the Benjamins. I used to sit in Ice Cube's trailer in the morning and be crying, tears. He like, Mike, wipe your face, man. You a king, nigga. Stop doing this shit to yourself. I'm sitting there wiping myself because I was I had survivor's remorse. I was so sad that I left all them niggas here in this city and I was famous. And when I would come home, I wanted them to be happy for me and they was mad at me. So I said, damn, I got to destroy myself for you to like me. I was like, damn, my favorite nigga, it seemed like he liked me more when I'm coming down off coke and I'm crying and I hate myself. He was like, oh man, I love you, nigga. I'm praying for you. But when I wasn't high and I was working out and I looked good, he's like, nigga, you think you better than me.
Is that Ice Cube you talking about?
How was my success a reflection of your failure? And that's what happens to the kids. They around here killing themselves, trying to fit in with somebody who's fucked up. That's the truth. Now I'm a comedian. We supposed to be laughing. Hey, I've been on drugs.
That's good.
I
Hey, look, I don't know. It could be my perception of things. If this is the same podcast, that was amazing.
All right. So he also paid homage to Richard Pryor too, and so did Eddie Griffin last night. He paid homage to Bernie Mac and Richard Pryor. He did their impersonations, and we were on the floor. He nailed it. I love Eddie Griffin. He's just a class act, and he's a real comedian. Shout out to Jasmine Brand for this one. Here we go.
You know what? It was I went to Richard Pryor's funeral, man, and none of his friends got up there and talked about him. Paul Mooney, none of them people went up there to talk about him, bro. Monique went up there on the stage. She didn't know him. And George Lopez went on the stage.
George Lopez.
He didn't know him. He wasn't even in the casket. The casket was shut. We all in there crying. She done burnt them up somewhere. This the shit that we was going through. Diana Ross just stood up right in the middle of the prayer and just started. Ooh, I swear to God, I'm not bored. Hey, I can't tell you a lie. She just started singing like, oh. She had a big ass hat with a net on her shit.
Mike Epps is retarded.
And you know, and guess what? Nigga, I get on the stage, right? I'm on the stage. I'm coming down because I've been on coke for 2-3 nights. They think I'm crying for Richard, but I'm crying because I've been high all night. His kids is sitting there crying, man. So when I seen his kids crying, I start crying because it just made, I'm like, damn, that's their dad. Let me tell you something, bro. The lady told me that night, you're not ready to play Richard. I said, fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna kiss my motherfucking ass. I sit up here.
So he's a comedian, okay? He's gonna do anything to trend, and I think this is this Mike Epps attempt of trolling.
Is he gonna play him in a biography?
It looks like he's pandering for the role.
Oh,
He's marketing himself. And everybody else is doing it. Monique, D.L. Hughley. Why not Mike Epps?
I'm here for Mike Epps. You know, I don't think he said anything. If his attempt was to get publicity through rage online, I don't think he did a good job at it. But I do think that this was whatever podcast this came from. I thought it was from the clips. I think it's healthy. When he said about leaving his hood and feeling guilty, I'm sure other people can like when you're a certain age. I feel like you should have words of wisdom. Some way, somehow, your words should touch the people underneath you, the generations under you. And I feel like, you know, he's being responsible. I mean, obviously, it's the whole stuff about his wife is bad, but it's true. Some guys never treat a woman properly. Even husbands. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like I'm more passionate, because I know that there's some husbands out there who've been married for years and they do not treat their wives properly, married or not.
So I'm about to close the show, but I wanted to show my Naughty Crew something that I came across on TikTok. Oh my God. Y'all remember Biggie Juicy video? You know very well who you are, right? Remember that video?
When he was in the limo?
Yeah. So, oh my God. There were clues back then. That did he do it? Did he not? That did he was into some freaky things. Okay. And I was like, this is not true. So like I went and had to look at the video for myself, and I'm like, oh my God, it's true.
What? It was a freak off in
Let
there?
me show you. Hold on. So this is the juicy video, okay? So this TikToker got a close up on it, and let me tell you guys, I went and looked for myself, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Because at first I'm like, "This is Photoshop." You know what I mean? They manipulated it, or edited it. Nope, that's not what happened. So pay close attention, Naughty Crew, to the pool scene. All right, here we go. Man, look at that. Look at that. Look at that right there. That is a dude.
Mm-hmm. It is.
With boobies
Listen,
in the center line.
Diddy party is stupid.
Did he do it? Or did he not?
They
Or
had the
did
growl.
he do it? Or did he not? Or did he do it? This is a freak off live in our face.
Oh, you
All you
know
gotta do is go look at the videos. Go look at the videos. And I went and looked at the video to verify it is the case. It is the case.
Wow.
Yep. That is a girl boy.
Ah!
That is a girl boy. As far as I'm concerned, that's a girl boy.
They was just inclusive back then. That's all. Why couldn't he go to the party?
It's a down low lifestyle for me. Like, stop playing in our face. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and close the show. Essence, what are your closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts is that Chrisean ended her own career. She has herself to blame. She should have took the money from Zeus. She thought she was higher up than what she actually is. I don't see her finding relevancy again at this height, even when Blueface gets out of jail, because unless somebody offers her a reality TV show, I don't think she's gonna have the resources to keep her relevant. Personally, even if the blogs keep her relevant, I don't think she'll have that like cash flow that you need from television and things like that. Draya, I'm interested to see if she out with her baby father, if he'll be at the birth, if we'll see more pictures of them. I want to know if they're still together. Like, I'm very skeptical of that relationship. And I think Mike Epps, you know, I think he's doing a good job. It's probably foreign for him to do podcasts because that's the big thing now with the Club Shay Shay and things like that. But I think he's staying true to his own brand. I don't feel like he's trying too hard, in my opinion. I think what he's saying as far as like his drug use and things like that, I feel like he's being at least semi-responsible with his platform, even though he apologized for it. But I don't think what he said was out of pocket. So those are my closing thoughts.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me, Essence. And I'll be back live tomorrow. So hopefully you can join.
Of course, I'll be there.
All right. Thank you, girl. So I hope you all enjoy the show. All right, let me know in the comments what you all are feeling. What are you feeling about gap relationships? Do you feel like it's a double standard? I feel like there's some double standards. But I also feel like some women, they stand in their worth, and their worth is sleeping with and pinning down a rich man. And some women just have the mentality that they're going to do it at all costs, and they're even willing to let these men rent their wombs and bring children in the world out of wedlock. I mean, at what cost? So, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like Draya and her new man, her new boo, her new beau, they are two grown people that they can pay for their kid. So I wish them the best. I just hope they have a healthy pregnancy, and I hope their baby comes into the world healthy, and I hope that they can be the best parents that they can be ultimately, because we don't want another child out here like Junior being neglected all over the place by all of the parents. All of the parents, every last adult in his life is failing him. Maybe except for Papa Blue. Papa Blue's smart. He stay off the internet. But the rest of them are cloud chasers. They more worried about being on the internet and getting a click and the view, and honestly putting the baby's health need at the forefront. It's always been about Chrisean. She's selfish. And she thought Junior was going to change Blue, and she saw it wasn't. And that's why she continuously drank throughout the pregnancy. She even said that out her own mouth. She wished she didn't have a baby. She has done nothing but speak against this pregnancy. And so now you want us to believe that you're this great, great mom out of nowhere. It's not. And as far as Mike Epps, I wish him the best. Seriously. Like, I hope this opens up business doors. Look, say what you want. He attached himself to Shay Shay. Now he's getting interviews and he has a Netflix special. Okay? So he's trolling, just like the rest of them. He's not doing anything different from what the rest of us are doing out here. Okay? So I appreciate you all joining me this afternoon. Please thumbs up this video. Donations are still appreciated even after the live ends. Okay? So we have Cash App, Super Chat, Super Stickers. Let's leave the conversation in the comments. Let me know what you think about these trending topics. I will be back tomorrow, as I said earlier. Please follow us on all our different social media platforms. They're all scrolling below in my banner. All right. And also subscribe to my backup channel, the Naughty Cool Live podcast. We're trying to get monetized over there. So I appreciate every last one of you joining me. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. 1.